You have got to find an apartment.
It's my day off, Joe. That's what I'm going to do later. Where's Ella?
She left earlier this morning.
Where'd she go?
Breast cancer march. Baltimore to D.C.
She did that last year.
She canceled. You needed her to upgrade ComStat.
That's because the year before that she came back with blisters on her feet. I was doing her a favor.
She didn't go that year either.
The blisters were from helping you on your boat, moving all your...
Oh, yeah. All right, thank you for the details. Appreciate it. When's she coming back?
We're sworn to secrecy.
Who am I going to have breakfast with?
This tape, submitted to Channel 6 from an anonymous source, shows what many believe is Sergeant Philip Brander of the MPD beating a handcuffed and defenseless Dixon Stout. Minutes after this tape was shot, Mr. A handcuffed and defenseless Dixon Stout. Minutes after this tape was shot, Mr. Stout's dead body was delivered by Sergeant Brander to the ER unit of Statesman Memorial Hospital. A permit for a civil protest in March has been granted and will commence in front of MPD headquarters tomorrow at noon. It will then proceed south to the Department of Justice. Cal Jacobs,
Attorney General, we need to have a talk about Jack Mannion.
Chief, care to comment on the video?
What video?
The Stout beating. Are you going to fire Sergeant Brander?
Is this how you run your... Is that how your officers are trained? Chief, is there any truth to the rumor you may be stepping down? Do we believe it?
Believe what?
You stepping down?
No.
is shown here being detained after a brawl in Finster's bar. Sergeant Brander was disciplined earlier this year for using excessive force in the arrest of a sex worker caught up in a downtown suite. And then again recently, in a highly publicized case, he was...
Have you seen what's going on outside?
Yeah. Look, if you weren't a cop and you were watching this on TV, what would you think?
Honestly?
Yeah.
Well, there's that moment where nobody can see what you're doing.
All right, forget it. I shouldn't have asked. I was only hoping for some optimism, that's all. Someone to tell me everything's going to be okay. Sorry.
And still, Mannion refuses to comment. No official statement's been released, and the mayor hasn't asked him to fire the officer, even though Stout never made it out of the car. He was dead on arrival at Statesman Memorial. This is Malia Miyazaki, Channel 3 News.
I didn't see a thing.
Doesn't matter what you see, Joe. Perception's everything, isn't it?
Yeah, 12 seconds of confusion. It's bad for our image, bad for the department. It's going to take months to shake this.
You contact all the district commanders. I don't want any officers writing 1099. Have them check in with dispatch every half hour, and then check with the precinct captains. Let's go in full alert.
Excuse me, Chief. The mayor would like to see you.
Yeah, I'll be there in an hour.
Okay.
Going somewhere?
Careful with that thing, man. You poke somebody's eye out.
Yeah, whatever. You know the drill.
Gentlemen, if you please, let's loosen up these bracelets and I'll kindly be on my way. I got things to do today. And by the way, you took this let's treat Reese like any other perp thing a little too far, okay? But you're lucky. I'm in a good mood. I'm gonna let that go.
Well, that's mighty generous of you, Reese, but you made me run, buddy, and I hate to run.
I was just playing my part, man. You got to switch it up on them every now and then, or those cats will catch on.
So what was the plan, Reese? Rip these people off, stash a little away for a rainy day?
The truth is, I simply forgot I had it.
Is this part of the act?
That I didn't steal. That's from a girl, man. Give it back. It's legit. I paid for that.
You pay cash for this. Check this out, man. The same glass.
Damn, that's nice.
That's my engagement ring. I'm gonna ask Lorraine to marry me.
Oh, yeah.
Today, check this out. This is her. Padale.
Uh-huh. So let me think. Do Lisa and Diana, Danetta, they know about this?
Yeah, they do, actually. I ran it by them. They're cool with it. They know. I'm in love. I got a receipt, okay? Now, do you mind?
One more thing, Reese. You mentioned that T.D. Lawson was the mastermind behind the dog fights. Is he running drugs?
Yeah, that's what I've been led to believe. But I myself wouldn't know because I no longer partake in that controlled substances. That's the guy's honest, too.
Congratulations, man. Get out of here.
Thank you.
Just the ring.
I got a wedding to pay for, man.
Elope.
You not invited to my nuptials.
Sergeant Brander has to go. Fire that cop now. Do it.
I gotta tell you, Mr. Mayor, I think you're a little over the top on this.
You find this amusing?
No, I find it insulting. And I also find it a little desperate for the mayor of the nation's capital, if you know what I mean. Look, I've seen the video. It doesn't prove anything.
It proves that Stout was manhandled by your officer.
No, it doesn't. FIT and our own disciplinary board found him innocent of all charges. He was reprimanded for not using the proper restraints, not for using excessive force, and the suspect was on PCP. You're not hearing it here.
The tape is out there. People are watching it. This city is up in arms. Call a press conference, fire your officer before we get buried by this thing. Now, if he's foolish enough to file a lawsuit, then you'll deal with that later.
He's innocent. No, I think I'm going to do what I was hired to do, which is run the police department.
You're refusing? I'm not going to let this drop, Chief.
Fine. Let's see what happens.
I'm gonna be okay, right? Right?
What happened?
Temple.
What happened?
Yeah, I'm gonna be fine. I'm sorry, man.
What happened, Reese?
I paid him. I'm sorry.
Paid who?
No, he'll kill her. He'll kill Lorraine.
Reese, who shot you?
Tell her I'm gonna be okay.
Who shot you?
Nancy, what happened here?
Dispatch reported shots fired. We responded. Got here just before you did. No witnesses. No one's talking.
Anybody see what happened? Come on, people. Somebody was shot here. Hey, tough guy. What about you? Who did this? What happened?
I told her already, man. I didn't see nothing. He was already out here bleeding when I got here, man. Nobody saw nothing.
Where are you taking him? We gotta get him to surgery. Can't you give him something? He's got heroin in his system. Giving him morphine now would be like giving him an aspirin.
I'm looking for Maurice Phillips.
He just went into surgery. You can wait over there.
No, I need to speak to him. This is my fault. I need to tell him I'm sorry.
No, I'm sure if we wait, it's going to be okay. If I can have you just wait over here. Sure.
Dr. Samuels to oncology. Dr. Samuels to oncology.
He asked me to marry him. I said no. He was so hurt, he just took off.
Where'd he go?
Get high, I guess. What he does when he doesn't get his way.
Who's the supplier?
I don't know. I don't have a name. Some guy in Logan Circle.
Lorraine, you can do better than that. This guy shot your boyfriend. Now, who do you buy from?
I don't mess with that stuff. I should have said yes.
Do you love him?
I love Reese. I guess I was just scared that maybe he didn't love me enough to change.
Got them flags.
Hey, how much for one of them good-looking flags?
What you got, man?
God bless America.
Black tar heroin. That red logo, 38 Special, trademark of the Northwest Demons. Strictly a drug-running crew.
I need a name, Duke.
I got one name only. Decker. Terrell Decker.
All right, you take care, my friend.
Always do. Got that flag for you, Paul.
Yeah, it's DeBrino. See if there's a one card of Terrell Decker.
Sergeant Brander, I wonder if I could get a statement from you in regards to the video. How do you think this will affect your civil suit? Sergeant, are you willing to take a fall for the chief?
You get any closer, Halloran, I'm gonna punch your face in.
Sergeant, I have spoken to members of your family who are more than willing...
Stay away from my family! Stay away from my family!
You can't hear it, sir, but he's taunting me.
You're on a death till this is over, Sergeant.
Chief, he brought my family into this. Yes, sir.
As substantiated by the coroner's autopsy, Mr. Stout is under the influence of PCP, which renders the user delusional and irrational, creating episodes of bizarre and violent behavior. Now, the standard procedure is to change the steel cuffs for plastic flexi cuffs. Now, this protects the detainee, which, under the circumstances you can see, is impossible. Mr. Stout is thrashing around, slamming his head against the window and the safety cage. That is the unedited video of that night's arrest.
Was it the disciplinary board who slapped Brander on the wrist, or was that Chief Mannion's decision to let him skate?
This is not a case of police brutality. It's not a case of excessive force. This is a case of a police officer doing his duty and his best under very difficult circumstances.
With anger against the MPD at such a high level, wouldn't a simple solution be for Chief Mannion to just fire Sergeant Brander?
Besides the fact the man's innocent, it's not our policy to run this department based on public opinion.
Deputy Chief, are you aware that while you're here lecturing us on police etiquette, a riot has just broken out at 18th and Lincoln? Sir, there is a city of angry people out there. What's Chief Mannion gonna do now?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the largest police force per capita of any city in the United States. Any disturbance will be contained. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I saw officers subduing an out-of-control suspect, Mr. Mayor. It wasn't pretty, but it wasn't Rodney King.
Public sees it differently. All Jack Mannion did was reprimand his officer, Mr. Attorney General. And because of that, the people are taking their frustrations to the streets. Now, if we want to get out in front of this thing, criminal charges should be filed against Sergeant Brander now before this riot escalates.
Is there a reason you came to me and not the U.S. Attorney?
Bruce Logan won't prosecute. He'll stall, say the tape is inconclusive. He'll avoid stepping on his friend Jack Mannion's toes.
Unless I lean on him. Order him to charge Sergeant Brander with manslaughter.
I saw how that officer slammed that door. And none of us knows what happened after they left there. All we really know for sure is that by the time they got to the hospital, Stout was dead.
Excessive force under color of authority causing death. Is that what you're suggesting?
It's the best thing for the city. I truly believe that.
All right. I'll issue a warrant for his arrest.
I won't forget this.
I can guarantee you that, Mr. Mayor. And let me make something clear. I don't have much respect for a mayor who can't handle his own chief of police.
Dispatch homicide in CSU to 22 Cranston Street.
Copy, will notify.
The best lead we had is in the morgue. Same gun used to shoot Reese. Plus the shell casings match 2 previous convenience store robberies and a drug ripoff.
Somebody's trying to clean up their mess.
Yeah, we got no suspects and no witnesses. Does she know anything?
Nope. I guess Reese played everybody.
Don't beat yourself up, man. You tried to help the guy, Temple. Detoxing Reese was not a mistake.
I should have left him alone. But sometimes I wonder if it's all worth it.
Wait a minute. Aren't you the guy who's supposed to have faith that it's all going to work out in the end?
I'm not too big on faith right now.
You're going to arrest Sergeant Brander for manslaughter?
This indictment isn't public yet.
Yeah, well, there's a leak. Maybe somebody ought to look into that. U.S. Attorney Bruce Logan told me last week that charges would not be filed.
Well, that was before the tape came out showing your officer abusing his authority against the man in custody. Officer Brander was enraged. You could see it on the tape. It's what I couldn't see that really bothers me.
The suspect was under the influence of PCP. What'd you expect him to do? I'd serve him a cup of tea and try to reason with the man?
The citizens of this city see a MPD cover-up. A cop out of control, beating on a guy who needed his help, and the chief of police is doing absolutely nothing. Your inability to react and fire this cop is the reason there's civil unrest. Me, I'm trying to restore public order.
Brander is innocent. I'm standing behind one of my own. This is the mayor's political agenda to try to get rid of me, not Brander's misconduct. The tape, sir, is inconclusive.
Chief, you and I cannot be judge and jury. My priority is this city.
Sergeant Brander.
Brander? Chief Mannion. I want you to listen to me, no questions. I want you to stop what you're doing, get up right now, and get out of there.
But, Chief, I can't leave right now.
Leave right now. Don't go home. Find a place to stay. Stay put until you hear from me.
Why? What's going on?
Do what I say, Brander. Get up now and get out of there.
cousin was a cop. He tell me these horror stories about cops beating and styling dudes in lockup. You wouldn't believe. Hey, thanks for the call. This is WECX Talk Radio.
Officer down. Lincoln and 12th. Officer needs help. Approaching from the north. I'm gonna need backup. Code 3.
Just come out! Get out of the car! Hurry up, man! Run! Get out of here!
MPD! Get back! Out of the way! Get away! It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Get back. Back.
Wait, my partner's in the car. My partner.
All right, go get him. Get him. Stay back. Get back. Stay back. Back. Get back. Back.
I got you.
Stay back.
All right.
Stay back. Back.
I'll take a seat down here.
I called some 3 commanders. They want me to fire Brander. Oh, they're having trouble policing their districts. They don't understand why you wouldn't provide some relief. Firing Brander is the solution. Incoming.
Give me a status report as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Your Honor?
I just watched my uncle's store get looted on TV because you are more concerned about protecting a dirty cop than making sure my city is safe.
Yeah, I'm sorry about your uncle's store. Anything else?
Where is Sergeant Brander?
I have no idea. Now, if you excuse me, I'm rather busy. Yeah, wait a minute. You didn't come all the way down here and just tell me that, did you?
No, I didn't. I came down here to tell you you've got 2 hours. This riot is over by dark, or I call the National Guard.
Are you calling soldiers, put them on the streets? You're going to lose the city. You're not going to get it back. I haven't given up, have you?
You have 2 hours. 2.
From what we can piece together, it started at 18th and Lincoln, where they set fire to a car and looted an electronics store. After that, a canine officer from Capitol Police was trying to make an arrest and was attacked. Officer Paris was involved. They're both safe, and she's on her way back in.
All right, Joe, let's set up a command post at 11th and Lincoln. That puts us 7 blocks off ground zero.
Fire department's requested flak vests and escort.
Give them whatever they need.
Yeah, Ferris, I'm going to need an open line to the fire chief. I want to know what he's thinking when he's thinking it.
Yes, sir.
The officers have their helmets, shields, and beanbag guns. You authorize the use of tear gas on your order.
All right, until then, guns stay holstered unless you need to use them.
It's not a war. These people are our neighbors kids. Let's just restore the peace.
Yes, sir.
Damn it. What? Ella should be here.
You okay? Do you mind pulling over? I want you to take a look at my... I think I got some glass in it.
Sure.
Jesus, this was a nothing search. They left me and Sam behind to make a final pass. You sniffed out some kid underneath the floorboards with a kilo of smack. I cuffed him. It's better. It's better. Before I could call for backup, they jumped me. Took my radio and my gun. Look, I gotta get my gun back. Can you just get me back to my precinct? I can find another car.
You better forget about that, Sergeant. You need stitches. I'll drop you at the hospital. Then you're on your own.
You don't have to do this, okay? You know,
This is Paris.
I'm gonna be fine. I can get there on my own.
Okay. I'm transporting an injured officer to Statesman, then I'll head in. Yeah, half an hour, maybe more.
Where did you come from?
I was born in Pennsylvania. We moved down here when I was a kid.
Actually, where'd you come from today?
I was on my way home from work. I saw them rocking your car.
Took a lot of guts.
I didn't think about it.
You're an angel, Nancy Paris. I think you saved my life.
Oh, no. Don't say that. You'll be indebted to me for life.
You okay? Come on, let's get him. Come on.
Don't worry about it. We need to get you to a hospital.
Check back with you later.
I love you. No, that's to help you breathe. Okay? No. Just try and relax. Here.
How is he? Doesn't look good. We removed his spleen. His liver was badly damaged. Every time we'd stop a hemorrhage in his liver, he'd pop another bleeder. And on top of that, his blood is septic.
Can't you give him a transfusion?
We have.
Get him a liver. I know your policies, you don't give organs to junkies.
We don't have that kind of time. I'm sorry.
How long?
I've intubated him so he can breathe, but that'll get harder. You can go in, although it'll be difficult for him to speak with the tube in place. I'd notify his family.
Wait, does he know yet? We need to get him on tape. Dying declaration. You tell him he's dying. He tells us who shot him. We can take the guy down. We don't have anything else.
I can't do it.
You have to. You're his friend. Do it.
Manning.
Chief, it's Clive.
Clive.
Hey, listen, have you heard from Ella?
She's back. She wanted me to give you a call. She wasn't feeling well. She couldn't finish the walk, so she came home early.
Really? Hey, you know what, Clive, why don't you make her some lemon butter tea? All right? Here's you half a stick of butter and a whole lemon, and then you steep it in whiskey for an hour. My mother used to give it to me all the time. Such a happy little guy.
Yeah, I bet. I'll give it a try. She's asleep right now, but she wanted me to give you a message.
Yeah, go ahead.
Take a deep breath.
I'll try and do that. Listen, when she wakes up, will you have her call me?
Yeah, we'll do.
All right, thanks.
Don't make me run. Trust me. Don't make me run today. All right, face down. Turn around.
Mom, I'm home. I'll be in my room.
Hey, Colleen, come here and talk to me. I can use a company. How was school today? Come on.
Sweetheart, what happened?
Nothing, Uncle Phil. Mom home?
No, she went to the store. She'll be back soon. Tell me what happened.
I got beat up. Stupid kids at school.
Well, why?
Say you're a dirty cop. That you kill people. Is it true?
No. Sweetheart. No, it's not.
I'm thinking about it, Uncle Phil. I don't want to be a cop anymore.
Chief, people are getting hurt because of me. I can't hide anymore.
I understand.
After 8 hours of what the MPD is now calling an urban disturbance, and with all
Better eat. It's gonna get cold.
You bailed me out. Why? You're the chief of police.
So?
Why?
Would you pass the ketchup? The ketchup? It's next to the mustard there. You know what a cop does, Brander? A cop protects the city, and a chief protects his men. It's as simple as that.
Well, I don't know how I'm going to be able to thank you.
You don't have to.
I'm always going to be that guy, aren't I? The cop they believe beat a guy to death.
Well, you can spend the rest of your life trying to avoid people like that, or you can spend the rest of your life working to change their minds. Doing your job.
Can you turn that up?
Yes, sir.
Due to what we believe is a pattern of police abuse in the District of Columbia, the Department of Justice is, as of today, initiating a federal takeover of the Metropolitan Police Department. D.C. City government, in conjunction with Police Chief Jack Mannion, can consent to this takeover or wait for us to get a court order. The choice is theirs. They have a week.
So what do you think?
Reese, I need you to tell me who shot you. Reese. You're not gonna make it. No, don't. If you take the tube out, Reese, you need the tube. You need it to help you breathe. It's keeping you alive.
Hey, Sam. There's my partner.
How many stitches?
Oh, you want to see?
No, thanks.
Hey. Yeah, I missed you too.
He hasn't moved a muscle since I brought him in here.
Sam knows how to pace himself. Well, you should see him at work. He's all over the place like a puppy on a hunt.
I have a hard time believing that.
It's true.
Well, I'm up to here with paperwork.
Listen, Nancy, I don't meet too many women.
In your line of work?
Well, maybe be a few here and there. But when he was a puppy, I was a chick magnet.
Terry, you're a cop. Women love men in uniform.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. Forget it. 2 cops. Who needs the aggravation? Well, you look great in blue. I'll see you around, Paris. Thank you.
Terry?
Man, am I glad you did that.
State your name.
Reese Phillips.
Do you now believe that you're about to die?
Yes.
Do you have any hope of recovery?
No.
Who shot you?
Lester Richards.
What?
Lester. I bought drugs from him. I'm sorry.
Chief, glad you could make it down. You left me no other choice. You always had to do things your own way. Always had to try to show me up. We could have worked together. We could have made a difference.
I'm not going to resign.
Well, that's no surprise.
Leave right now. Don't go home. Find a place to stay. Stay put until you hear from me.
Why? What's going on?
Do what I say, Brander.
Do I need to play more? That is obstruction of justice, Chief. You're fired. And we'll make it as private as possible. We don't want to prosecute you, Chief. We'll come up with a reason for you to leave. It'll all be very amicable. You have a week to clean out your office.
All right. Thanks. Anyway, I gotta go. How's he doing? He's alive. For now. Yeah. Transfer sheet? Not dead. Where are you going? Vice. It's got me an IA.
I'm teaching at the academy.
Chief, is this some type of joke? What the hell is this about?
Why would he move us?
Talk to Chief Mannion. He's got a plan.
Mannion.
Chief, this is Clive.
Clive.
What's wrong? She's gone.
What? What are you talking about?
Ella.
What?
She woke up. She had a terrible headache. I called the paramedics. She was dead.
before they got her to the hospital.
My God. My God.